Hey, what's up guys? Jackson, your Toasty DIY, and today we're going to be doing a review, unboxing, and of course testing of the Emeet Pixy. This is a new to the market 4K camera that has PTZ. It also has AI tracking, and it is supposedly the world's first dual 4K camera that has all of those features built in. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's see what Emeet has to offer here. So they're a pretty big competitor in the kind of more budget webcam space, but they do have some pretty high-end webcams as well, and even a lot of other offerings that I didn't really know they had in terms of the electronic space. But what's really cool about this camera is already the fact that it has AI tracking, which I will say, at first I was like, why would anybody really need that in a webcam? But as Matt and I have used the cameras that have like auto tracking, face recognition, stuff like that, we've kind of realized that they have some cool use cases. Like if you're a streamer like us who's constantly moving around, maybe your positioning isn't always the same, it follows you around, which can be really cool, especially if you're standing and walking around even. There's some really good use cases for that. And like in my case, I'm actually planning on taking this webcam once I'm done with this video and everything, and using it at home for my live streams that I do in the garage. So that's something I've been trying recently, is instead of my usual gaming streams, actually going into my garage and like working on one of my project cards, which people seem to really like. But I got a pretty lackluster camera setup where I've just been using my phone to stream, and I don't really want to do that. I want to give you guys a good stream, and on top of that, I want multiple camera angles, and I want to be able to use like Restream and stuff. So I don't really want to be stuck on just the Twitch app. So because of that, I was like, hey, looking for a really good 4K webcam that can hook up to my laptop, which already has a webcam, of course, built in. So I gotta say, this thing's beefy. I mean, it's compared to like some of these other like OBSBot cameras we've gotten recently that are very small. This one's definitely pretty big. As you can see, it does have pretty much close to like a 180 turn radius. So, we got our standard like 0 degrees, definitely can go 90 degrees, and a little bit past, I mean actually a lot past that. So close to like 180 behind itself. So that's pretty good. It is motorized too. So this whole thing will move with you depending on what you're going for. It probably has multiple different modes. And they call it the first dual camera. So I am gonna figure out exactly what that means. I think that the dual cameras is really just one is a 4K or 1080p, the actual webcam, and the other one is literally just for AI features. Now, I don't know that 100%. For all I know, maybe this thing somehow has like a dual split camera, like one's a 1080p ultra wide, one's 4K. I don't know yet. I'm gonna figure that out as I go, but let's see what else we get inside the box here. So as I imagine, yeah, we got a pretty beefy USB cable. It's a USB type C, but it comes with a USB 2.0 or USB-A adapter. Now the camera itself just takes USB-C. Very nice to see. We don't want to see any more, micro USB or any weird connectors. We just want to be on USB-C, guys, and I like that they gave us the choice of still using, an older style USB-A. Luckily, my laptop does have a C connector, so I'll probably I'll take advantage of having like the full bandwidth and everything, but just like our OBSBot, I'm sure this thing works just fine with the adapter. All right, this thing's already pretty cool, so I love to see this. I don't have a software at all on my laptop right now. I'm literally just using the camera app. I just plugged it in, and check it out. It is already following me. Let's see how good it is. So when it goes orange, that probably means it's losing tracking of me. My laptop is crooked, by the way, so this thing is having to kind of do some weirdness here. Can we go down? Can we go up? Heck yeah. All right. Freaking sick. The fact that I'm doing this without any type of software is already awesome. And all I had to do was a gesture. I just guessed too, by the way, because most webcams are like this. So now when it's green, it's just a normal webcam. Nothing crazy, no AI going on. It's just a chill webcam. Now, right now, I wouldn't normally just use the built-in Windows camera app, but I am curious. Wait, this is only 1080p. Oh, let's see 4K. Can we do it? 4K 60 hertz 30 FPS. So we got 1080p 60 as well. I will say this is the most settings I've ever seen on Windows. I mean, man, wow, look at that. You can literally see like, sorry my finger, I'm a mechanic by the way, working on cars, but it can see like blemishes on my hand. This is insane. This might be the sharpest webcam like we've ever seen. That's actually wild. This is pretty poor lighting too. I would consider this like 6 out of 10 lighting for filming a video, maybe even 5 out of 10. Really behind the set here, the lighting's a good amount better because kind of LED lighting that's right over top of me right now when it should kind of be coming at me. So this looks really good. I am thoroughly impressed already, but I want to go ahead and get OBS going so I can actually get like some good recordings for you guys. And yeah, I want to see what this will look like for doing some actual live streaming. And apparently I don't even have OBS, so let's go ahead and get it. All right, we are testing out the Emeet webcam right now. We're currently using OBS to record. We still do not have the app installed. Now you can see I am still using our gesture controlled auto tracking. What I mean by that, once again, is if I do this, sometimes it takes a second depending on the camera, but it already did it. So now, no more tracking. It's just off basically. So we'll turn that back on. I am also using the built-in webcam. I have it set to just 0 decibel, so there's no gain, there's no negative decibel, and it appears to be canceling out noise pretty well. It looks like it might be a little delayed in OBS. That could just be OBS. I doubt the camera is delayed in terms of its audio, but we'll definitely see. This is about the best case scenario for lighting. Obviously, positioning-wise, let me bring it down a little bit. And you know, in like the app and also in OBS, you can change where the camera's looking, by the way. You don't have to use gestures, but this is about where I'd have it. And it looks pretty good. Oh, you know what too? I think I'm recording at 1080p right now. So let's also do a 4K test real quick. I'll probably just use the built-in webcam tester for that. All right, so we got the app installed and it is called Emeet Studio. And I will say it's choppy on the preview. Like it works. It's good to get you where you need to be. But I don't know if I would necessarily I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna record real quick and I'm just curious what it may stop. Okay, cool. So the recording, okay, now it's going. I mean, yeah, it looks very choppy, but let's see how the recording looks. Maybe if the recording looks fine, then sure, you can use this software. Why not, right? But I will say if it's like choppy, so the recording, okay, now it's going. I mean, yeah, it looks very choppy, but yeah, the recording software seems fine. But the main reason why I wanted to get the software installed is because of this. We can actually control the camera with essentially like this little joystick, which is pretty cool. So in case you don't want to have to use gestures and whatnot, you can do that. You can change like audio modes, like live, noise canceling, original. We can also go in here and change all different types of modes so that you can make like different color profiles and whatnot. So pretty cool. I don't know if it's something I'd use very often, but I will say you could definitely use this if you're in a weird environment where you want to get certain color profiles. You can also make it to where the focus is locked on. This is pretty cool too. You can change like focusing type, so you can make it to where it's like person tracking, person focus, or like center focus. You can make the camera go into privacy mode, which basically turns the camera off and makes it face down. And you can make it to where it automatically does that probably after like a certain amount of time of not in use. So pretty cool stuff. We also have like rotate and stuff like that. Let's rotate the actual image. So you can go vertical mode for doing your Instagram reels and whatnot, your TikToks. Whiteboard mode, pretty cool. Desktop mode. We can like zoom. And yeah, and then you can also, I think you can turn, yeah, here we go. So you can turn tracking mode on and off with this. Once again, the gesture mode still works in the app too, which is pretty cool. So check it out. It changed back to standard mode. So pretty cool. The app definitely has some good uses to it, but I do love though, guys, that you don't have to download it because I'm not really an app guy. I only want to download an app if they literally make me. So that's why I love that we got gesture mode built in. So I don't ever have a need to use this app if I don't want to, but it does have some cool stuff on it. Like, how does this even happen? Like, it is solidly stuck in there. I don't know. Look at the freaking quality and focus on this camera. Like, you guys can see like the calluses on my hand and stuff. Isn't that freaking crazy? A lot of like, usually people doing oil changes on their own, they don't check like any other fluids. I say usually. I know some of y'all may be exceptions. Wow. Hey, the good news is, it doesn't look like I really have much oil leak up front now. I did have a pretty bad leak. It looks like my oil pump is probably leaking a little bit. I told you guys I'd kind of show you underneath here a little bit. And I think I'm going to replace this tiny one too because I don't like how it looks.
Hello. Emily, I have bad news. I broke your fuel opener. Proximity, so the oil drains fine for both.
Well guys, I gotta say, this Emeet Pixy is a really cool camera. I mean, I got nothing to complain about, and this isn't a sponsored DIY video. This is literally just something where they sent it to us and wanted us to check it out, do an ad spot for the main channel, but this is totally separate. I really do like this camera, all things aside. I think it's a good price. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like 120, 130 bucks. You're getting a 4K camera that has some really good auto tracking. The best focusing I've probably ever seen on a webcam. I mean, it literally looks like an actual DSLR or full frame camera when it focuses. And on top of that, really good focal distance and good light metering in terms of the auto white balancing and all that stuff in the ISO. So it's a really good camera. There will be affiliate links down below if you'd like to purchase one of these cameras. Thanks for watching today's DIY video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.